Good morning, guys.
Hello and long time no see.
It's obviously been a very long time. Look at Riley. He has grown exponentially. Last time you saw him, he was just born. And now he's like 9 months old. So that's saying a lot. But
Chloe's almost 3.
it's almost her 3rd birthday, which is nuts. But today is actually Easter morning, which was really exciting. Did the Easter Bunny come? Yeah? What did he give you?
Chocolate.
Chocolate, of
And
course.
gummies.
Oh, and gummies. We decided to kind of start like a new family tradition this year of having an Easter morning brunch. We usually, like, our families before would have always had like an Easter dinner or, you know, Christmas dinner. It's always dinner, so we thought we'd change it up and have brunch. So it's just the 4 of us today, and I'm gonna be making us our Easter little brunch here. So I will be addressing, obviously, the elephant in the room. Where the heck have we been all this time? We'll do that a little bit later because it's already almost 9 o'clock and we need to get brunch rolling here. Luke had a flight scheduled for this morning, but he doesn't actually know if he will be going into the airport to go flying or not because, long story short, but his school assigns planes either the day before or the morning of, and you don't really know until you like look on the app and see whether or not you have a plane assigned. So he's still unsure, but I think I'm just gonna get brunch started. If he does end up have to go flying today, then I'll just like pause off and we'll have like a lupper instead of a brunch. But yeah, we've got to get going because one of the things I'm making are like hash brown, like shredded hash brown cups, and it says it takes like 80 minutes to cook in the oven or something, so we gotta get working on that first of all. I feel like I keep using this excuse for everything in my life, why I haven't posted YouTube videos, why I'm behind on everything in my life it seems like, but yeah, I mean, we've been busy and I didn't put a lot of time into preparing to like make this brunch. I, a day or two beforehand, looked through some recipes quickly, picked out some, got the groceries for it, and didn't really think anything past that. So this morning I was really just trying to figure out what I should start with first, and I decided on the hash brown cups because they were going to take the longest to A, prep, and also B, cook. So I started off by peeling all the potatoes, and then luckily I have invested in a food processor. I don't use it like a ton, so I used that to shred up the potatoes, which it was almost instantaneous compared to sitting there and trying to grate them all. But after they were all shredded up, I then needed to rinse them off. And once the water was running like pretty clear, I just sat there and squeezed the water out of these potatoes. Okay, so my camera died. I got my little helper over here eating some Cheerios, and Chloe's cup isn't working. Let's try and fix this. So anyways, got all the potatoes shredded and prepped, and
Mommy, I'm crafting now.
okay, I'll open up your Easter craft stuff.
Okay. Because I like making crafts with this Easter stuff.
I know, it's fun.
And are we going to make it look like that?
Yeah, I think so. Anyways, it's a madhouse in here right now. We just started.
Right, say no, give it that.
It says it's not for kids under 3 because there's small pieces that you could choke on.
Yeah.
It says that there's 458 pieces. That sounds amazing. All right.
This one's first.
Okay. Okay, I've really got to get these potatoes in the oven. Apart from the actual like prepping and shredding the potatoes that I just did before and rinsing and everything like that, this recipe comes together super quickly. I'll try and find all of the recipes that I used as like a guideline. At least I didn't completely follow all the recipes, but I'll try and list all of those down below for you. I'm pretty sure this recipe even just called for pre-shredded, like the pre-shredded frozen hash browns, which would be really great to use. I didn't have any. Apart from that, this is really easy. I just chopped up some green onions. I shredded up some Parmesan cheese as well, and then added some oil And I think that was it. Oh yeah, and like salt and pepper. And I did use some garlic powder too. So just mix that around and then fill them up into these muffin tins that I just brushed with some oil first of all so that they didn't stick or anything weird. And yeah, just pop them in the oven. Oh no. I knew I would do this too.
That's okay, Mommy.
No, it's not. Oh, it's cracking before my eyes. Oh, Chloe, it's okay. It's not that bad.
Mommy, this it's not okay.
It's actually okay, Chloe. It's okay. So, yesterday night I made a pavlova with Chloe. Okay, Chloe, I need your help.
Okay.
We need to see if this is ready. Ooh.
It is ready.
It doesn't look quite thick enough yet, but can you just poke a little bit? Like that, and I'll poke it too. And then can you go like this? Does it feel smooth or grainy?
I'm smooth.
It does feel smooth, so that means that all the sugar's dissolved. But we just need to get it a little bit thicker, okay?
Okay.
So you're supposed to let it cool down in the oven. And I did it overnight because that's what they recommended. So I made it at nighttime, had it cool overnight in the oven, forgot it was in the oven. I knew that was gonna happen too. I thought about it last night. Still only at like 325, but I mean the pavlova, it baked at 220 degrees Fahrenheit. So it was preheating in there for a higher temperature than it originally baked for. The day before, when I had made the pavlova, I also decided to do the bread baking for today, which I'm really glad that I did because it saved a whole lot of time and effort on this day. So I decided to make some hot cross buns, which I'm pretty sure is like a classic Easter thing to make or buy. I don't really know. I haven't actually had hot cross buns before, but over the past couple of months, I've been really getting into bread making. It's become an actual hobby of mine, which is kind of funny to admit, but I find it so fun, so relaxing. I love the smell of the house with fresh baked bread. I think in the last 6 months, I've only bought maybe 2 or 3 loaves of bread. The rest I've baked myself. And same goes for hamburger buns. We've been making our own bagels. I mean, I even have my own sourdough starter now, and I've made a few sourdough loaves, which is a huge accomplishment, I think, because sourdough is pretty finicky and was very intimidating to get started with, but very delicious. I mean, I would make a video about it if you guys want. I highly doubt that you guys want to see a video about bread, but I really do enjoy it, and it was really fun to make something new today, making hot cross buns as well. And then I saw on Pinterest this bunny bread bowl, and sometimes these Pinterest ideas, they work, sometimes they don't, you all know that, but I decided that I would give this one a shot because it looks relatively simple. So I made the bigger loaf of bread that is going to be the bread bowl, and then also a couple of side buns that will be the bunny's head and ears, but also the bread that we're going to be dipping into the dip in the bread bowl. So that was all done yesterday. I still need to actually assemble it and put it all together and make the bunny and the bread bowl, but at least the bread is all baked. So now next, I'm just mixing up the spinach dip. My go-to spinach dip recipe is always my mom's recipe. She makes a really good spinach dip, but I didn't have any cream cheese, and she uses cream cheese in hers. So I did find just another recipe on the internet, and this one had actually called for Greek yogurt, which I did have on hand instead of sour cream. So I decided to give that a try as well. I grated some Parmesan cheese, and then I added some of these, what are they called? Dried minced onions, and also some garlic powder. And then once that was all mixed together, I added the spinach and salt and pepper, and it was good to go. Okay, so I have got everything a little bit organized in here. We have shredded hash brown cups are done. They're in the oven and they're looking good. We have ham and cheese puff pastries, which I think I'm gonna work on next so they can get baking. And then I'm gonna do a bacon, egg, and cheese little egg bite thingy. The pavlova, which looks like it's survived. So we've got to make kind of like a whipped cream and add fruit to the top. I think we'll do that very last. And then we've also have to like put together our spinach dip bowl. These little puff pastry things ended up being, I think, the favorite thing that I made for this brunch from everybody. They were so good and actually really easy to put together too. I just bought this pre-made puff pastry dough and I cut it into 4 and I put a little bit of Dijon mustard, just a tiny bit, and spread it around on the bottom. Then I added about half the amount of shredded cheese that I wanted to be in each one, and then topped it with some chopped up ham, then added the rest of the cheese. And then I remembered that I had some leftover corn in the fridge, so I decided to also put some of that on top. Then I just topped it with some green onions and then folded all 4 corners of the puff pastry dough over top of the filling and made this kind of like little square. And before I put them in the oven, I also gave them a quick egg wash. Well, all of them except for one. Recently, we found out that Riley has an egg allergy. It really caught us off guard. One night we were just eating dinner and we were having a fried egg on top of our like fried rice type of dinner. And so, not even thinking that egg was a common allergen, I completely forgotten. He probably ate about 1/3 of the egg and we noticed that he had started to get hives. His lips were starting to swell and he was like not looking good. He was really itching a lot and the hives were getting pretty bad. Yeah, and like within maybe 5 minutes, he wasn't covered in hives, but the hives were all over his body. And he started sneezing like over and over. And I was extremely nervous. I didn't know what was happening. It was all escalating so quickly. And while he was in the sneezing fit, I couldn't really tell if he was starting to not breathe well or what was happening. So we ended up calling the ambulance, taking him to the hospital, getting him checked out. They kept him there for 4 hours and gave him some medicine to stop the hives. But yeah, it was a very scary moment in our lives. None of us have any allergies and Chloe doesn't have any allergies, so it kind of really wasn't on my mind, but no more eggs for Riley. But it was nice when we were having our brunch, we gave Riley a few pieces of the puff pastry and the cheese and stuff inside, and he did really enjoy it. Speaking of eggs, I'm now making our bacon cheddar little egg bite thingies. Just cracking some eggs and scrambling them, and this pan that we have is so handy. It makes the perfect little egg bites. It works with steam, so you put a little bit of water in the bottom of the pan, and then these cups hold pretty much like 1 egg each. You can have like 1 egg plus a little bit of filling for each of these little cups. And then when you put the lid on, the steam comes up through some holes that are in this pan and it steams the eggs and cooks them. And they turn out really good every time. Oh boy, look how good those turned out. Since we're like back in the filming mood here, Chloe and Luke are rewatching some of our old vlogs from when Chloe was a baby. Oh my goodness. Which is really fun to watch in the background here. But yeah, puff pastries are done. While these eggs are cooking, I'm just going to attempt to make our Easter Bunny bread bowl for the dip. So wish me luck. I kind of want to at least get this outline done with these scissors. Oh, this bread smells so good. We're gonna cut that up to dip in our dip, okay? You want to eat it? You can have a bite. It smells very good, doesn't it? Okay, so anyways, that ended up working out really well. We've got a bowl. Now let's try to make this bunny head. while you guys watch me struggle make this Easter Bunny bread bowl, I may as well update you on what's been going on in our lives. I think the last time that we had updated you, we told you that we'd be moving to a new city so that Luke could continue his flight training when Riley was about 3 months old, so about 6 months ago now. We made the move and Luke started at his new school. He is almost done his commercial license now, which is very, very exciting. He's put a lot of time and effort into it, and it's so nice to see that he's finally almost done. And I've mostly just been at home with the kids. We're taking Chloe and Riley to this, it's called Strong Start. It's kind of like a preschool, but the parents go and they're involved, so they stick around and help their kids with the crafts, help play with them, introduce them to new kids, and it's a really fun program for really everybody involved. Riley's been going there for quite a while now, so he's finally crawling around and starting to play with some of the toys and interact with some of the kids a little bit. And Chloe just loves it there. She loves going to her school and she thinks it's the funnest thing ever. Other than that, not a lot has changed in our lives. It's unfortunate that we haven't been able to put out a lot of videos between being extremely busy, being parents to 2 children, and moving and everything. It's just a lot, and not going on camping adventures. It's been a bit of a change for us, but we really hope to be making some more videos coming up here. I think I would consider this a success. So I'm gonna put the dip in here. I see that. Chloe's watching the video when she's a baby and she first learned how to walk, which is very, very exciting. Anyways, eggs are gonna finish cooking. I've got the second round on them going. I'm gonna fill up this bowl here with our dip. Then I think the last thing we need to do is the cream and the fruit for the pavlova. So, getting close. Okay, Miss Berry Fingers, let's lay off the fruit because we have to put it on our pavlova, okay? Okay, let's get this cream whipped together. We just need cream, a tiny bit of icing sugar, and our mixer. Let's whip it up. Okay, so the way that they made it online was like a very loose whipped cream. So I'm gonna go with this, I think. It seems very loose, but okay, so the pavlova's here. It's like a meringue type of cookie. Yeah, don't crush it though. Be very careful. It has a hole in the middle so that we can fill it with berries and cream. You see this cream? We gotta fill this hole with some of this cream, okay?
Why?
Well, I don't know. That's what the lady on YouTube told me to do. So we're gonna fill it with some cream. Now, we've got some berries here. Do you wanna throw some berries in there?
Yeah.
And I've got some cut up strawberries. And it's a good thing I bought a second container of raspberries because look, Chloe was having a snack and she almost ate them all. Ooh, yummy.
Blueberries are yummy too.
Yeah, let's put lots of berries in here.
Blueberries are yummy.
I think that's good on berries. Now we're gonna put more cream. It's still sinking in there. I think it's going in the walls of the pavlova at this point.
Why?
So let's add a whole bunch of berries on top. Okay, I think that is a lot of berries. So the last step, we're gonna dust it with some sugar, okay, Chloe?
Okay, why?
Well, it's gonna be pretty. And it's gonna make it taste really good.
Sugar. Can I try some of it?
Sure, I'm just gonna dust it a little bit. Wait. Wow.
Is that some on my tongue?
You can dip it. All right. I think it's brunch time. All right, so we got everything out and about. Look at this. We got our little eggy bites, hash brown cups. Those look like they turned out really good. They're nice and crispy. Then this is our ham and cheese and corn and green onion little puff pastries, which turned out pretty good. This bunny bowl, which I'm actually semi okay with. It didn't turn out as a complete fail. The bread to dip in it, our hot cross buns, and the star of the show, the pavlova.
Pretty lucky to have a nice little Easter meal like this. My flight did end up getting canceled today. My school is having like plane shortages right now, I guess. Flight training's been an ongoing kind of like give and take of highs and lows, but I should probably update you all on how my flight training is going eventually as well. It's mostly good. But luckily, at least it canceled. Enjoyed the spread. Spent time with the monkeys and Alysha. We're doing well.
It's the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's see. Oh no! Wow, it's definitely stuffed with cream. I have no idea why the audio stopped working here, but basically the pavlova turned out amazing. Well, I mean, I don't think it's actually supposed to fall apart like this or have like this loose of a cream. It seems kind of a bit messier than it should be. I don't know if it's supposed to crumble apart like that, but it tasted amazing. Maybe we're living under a rock, I'm not really sure, but we had never heard of pavlova before watching a show with Chloe. She really likes the show Bluey, and it's an Australian show, and they talk about pavlova on that show, and that's when I decided to Google it and see what the heck it was. And it originated in Australia, so let me know if you guys have ever heard of pavlova or not. It has this like crunchy outer layer that is so yummy, and then on the inside, it's almost like a marshmallow. It's just like a little bit chewy, but like fluffy, and oh my goodness, it is so good. That paired with like, obviously cream and berries are delicious. Definitely one of our new favorite desserts for sure. All right, well, I had a really good time kind of like catching you guys up on our life a little bit. It's been fun to finally pick up the camera again, and honestly, filming is a lot of work. Our YouTube channel is a lot of work. We've been obviously busy lately with the kids and with Luke flying, but I really do. Sorry, Riley's playing with all those toys down there, but I really do miss YouTube. I miss sharing our lives. I miss even like the creativity of creating videos and editing videos. It's something that I've really been missing. I've been missing you guys. I've been missing the community that we've built, and I'm really happy to be making this video and hopefully making some more coming up closely here. I was going through our hard drive and found a couple videos that we had filmed, but we had never gotten around to editing and posting because life had gotten so crazy. So if you guys would like to see those videos, I'd be more than happy to edit them up. Just let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to see some lost in the archives type of videos. But yeah, other than that, we'll have to kind of find something else to film for you guys. Our whole channel was built around camping and RVing and being outdoors, and although we do try and get outdoors some, we're definitely not outdoors like we used to. So if you guys have any ideas of what we could share with you guys, if you just want to see like our regular lives, let us know. If you want to see us like getting out and doing some hikes, let us know. Do you have anything to add?
If you care about airplanes at all, let me know.
That's your entire life right now, pretty much?
Basically, yeah. It's a lot. But yeah. I think we should probably just summarize today. I walked in after putting Chloe down again there, but
Yeah.
things have been good. We're doing well. We might have big moves and
Yeah, I
life
didn't
events.
say anything about that yet.
Yeah. things are still ever evolving in our life, and we're really rolling with what we can and taking advantage of opportunities that come up. And if everything goes well, we got some fun stuff coming. And like Alysha said, if you know anything you want to do, I want to almost like try tenting with the kids sometime. But that kind of sounds scary too, especially because Riley's very immobile still. But I don't know.
Yeah, not quite walking yet. Kind of crawling, but more like an army crawl.
Anyways, happy Easter, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry it's been so long. Crazy how time flies. Kids are bigger, life as well. Hope you've all been well, and hey, if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, or if you want to see more of something and us sharing with you, let us know. Otherwise, take care out there.
Bye.